Why do Chinese people work so hard? I used to think the answer was success. A better job, a bigger house, more money. But after a recent hospital visit, I realized I was wrong. Many Chinese people aren't chasing success. They are chasing security. We live in Huizhou. The hospital is in Shenzhen. There's no subway near our apartment. So first we take a taxi to the nearest station. Then we switch to the subway. The entire trip costs less than $5. We calculate everything beforehand. The cheapest road, the faster road, the road with the fewest surprises. And that habit isn't unique to us. In China, people calculate constantly how much to save, where to find the best value, how much risk they can afford. It looks like obsession with money, but money is often just a tool. What people really want is certainty. Huizhou is full of apartment towers, thousands of them. Some are occupied, some are still empty. Our landlord bought his apartment for about $260,000. Today he would probably sell it $125,000. In just few years, more than half its value disappeared. Imagine lose half of your savings. That's what happened to many families. The reason it hurts so much is because housing in China was never just housing. For many families, buying a home wasn't an individual decision. It was family project. Parents helped. In some cases, grandparents helped too. Savings from multiple generations went into a single apartment. So when prices fall, people don't just lose money, they lose confidence in the future. Outside the subway station, dozens of electric mopeds are parked everywhere. Every morning, they carry people between the city they can afford to live in and the city where they make a living. It's 7:40 in the morning. Rush hour is already underway. The train is packed. People stand shoulder to shoulder. Almost everyone is looking at a screen. Nobody is talking. My boyfriend spent 7 days in the hospital after surgery. Before the operation, I was worried about the bill, but after insurance, we paid less than $300 ourselves. Honestly, that surprised me. I didn't expect the final bill to be so low. Later, I realized why. In China, healthcare resources are not distributed equally. Some cities have much stronger system than others. That means two people with the same illness can end up paying very different amounts. Cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen have advantages. More businesses, more young workers, more money flow into the system. But in many smaller cities and rural areas, the picture is different. Young people leave, the population gets older, resources become tighter. So, even inside the same country, people experience very different levels of protection. And that's one reason so many people move to big cities. Even when the cost of living is higher, the life is more stressful, not just for better jobs, but for stronger safety nets. We skipped breakfast, so we grabbed some dumplings inside the hospital. One plate cost about $4. They worked quickly, and the dumplings were excellent.
热啊，新刚煮的。好吃啊。
After the appointment, we walked through Shenzhen Bay Park. I kept thinking about something. When people talk about China, they often focus on ambition, competition, economic growth, success. But what if that's not the whole story? What if many people aren't trying to get rich? What if they're trying to avoid becoming vulnerable? Think about it. If you're not sure what your future income will look like, you save more. If healthcare and social support vary by region, you leave your hometown and move to city with stronger protections. If jobs feel unstable, you work longer hours, you push yourself harder, all for greater sense of security. And it doesn't stop there. In China, many people talk about official age 35 wall in job market. The idea that career opportunities can start shrinking much earlier than people expect. That's a much bigger topic for another video, but I think it's come from the same place. A desire to stay secure in an uncertain world. Because when the future feels uncertain, people naturally try to protect themselves. And that's when I start to see things differently. A lot of behavior that looks like ambition may actually mean anxiety. People often say Chinese people work too much, and yes, they do. But I don't think most people are chasing luxury. I don't think they dream about yacht, a private jet, or become millionaires. Most people want something much simpler. A future that feels predictable. A job that doesn't disappear at 35. A hospital bill that doesn't ruin the family. A life that won't fall apart because of one illness, one laid off, or one bad year. I used to think Chinese people work this hard to get ahead. Now I think many are working this hard to create a buffer between themselves and uncertainty. Not luxury, not status, just a little more room to breathe.